So this is my third lesson about how to play chords on the keyboard, and this one is all about chord sequences. In other words, when you have a chord and you're changing to another chord and then another and so on. So I'm going to use as a practical example the song Price Tag by Jessie J. Price Tag has 4 chords in it which are played in the same order throughout the whole song, which makes it quite a good example for what I'm going to be showing you. So the 4 chords, I should write them here. 4 chords are F. Now if you saw one of my earlier videos, you'll know that when it just says F, that means it's going to be F major. So we'll work out the details of that in a second. Second chord is A minor. Always have to have an M or something to say it's a minor chord when you're writing it. Third chord, D minor. And the fourth chord is B flat, also major. So I'll very, very quickly work out the different notes in these chords. Root note, that's the note that's named in the chord. F, it's a major chord, so I go up 4 semitones, 1, 2, 3, 4. I finish by going up a further 3, 1, 2, 3. My 3 notes in the chord of F major are F, A, and C. A minor, root note is A. 1, 2, 3. Next note is C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Final note is E. D minor, I've got D. Minor means 1, 2, 3. F, 1, 2, 3, 4, A. D, F, and A. Finally, B flat. It's another major chord, so I go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3, 1, 2, 3. B flat, D, and F. So, if I just play those 4 chords in their root positions, in other words, with the root note as the lowest of the 3, it'll sound like this. Let me add a bass note with my left hand. Okay, not bad, but not great. Better is if we start to mix it up and put in some inversions. So I'll start with F in its root position. A lot more musically satisfying. Let's try a different variation. Again, hopefully you'll hear that that's a little bit more musically satisfying than jumping around from root position to root position. There's a lot less movement, and I'm going to show you how I make these decisions. So let's go to my first example where I started with F in its root position. I've got my 3 notes, F, A, and C. Now my next chord is A minor. I've got the notes A, C, and E. Now if I've got any of those notes already, I should keep them. That saves me having to find them. And I've got A and C in common with both chords, so I can keep A and C. I need to change F, and I need to change it to an E. So the nearest E is right there. So that's the choice I will make, going from F to A minor. There we go. All right, we're going to use the same logic to go from our second chord A minor to our third chord D minor. A, C, and E. Have I got anything? Yes, I do. The note A is the same. I need to change the other 2. So I need to find a D and an F, and I've got E and C. So I can either go way down there, or better, I can just go next door like that. Keep that A there, change my E up to F, change my C up to D. My final chord, B flat, D, and F. I've got F already, I've got D already. I just need to change my A to B flat, which is right there. So here we go, F. A minor, I just drop my thumb to here. D minor, I keep my A, and I swap the other two, going upwards to those two, and my final chord, I finally change A to B flat, keep the others, and there we go. Let me show you how it will be with starting with this shape of F. That's second inversion. Same logic applies. I've got my A and C already. I need to change my F for an E. There it is there. Third chord D minor, D, F and A. A is already here. Here's my D, here's my F. Final chord B flat, D and F. Here's my D and F already. Swap A for B flat. There you go. There's one more variation. Let's work on that one. Starting with F in its second inversion. Once more, A and C. I've got down here. Swapping F for E. There. I need a D minor. That's D, F, A. There's my D. There's my F. A is already here. Final chord. I'm swapping A for a B flat. And there you go. Let's do that. So it's three different possible ways, and there are more. You could, for example, play it so that it is rising in pitch every time. If I started, for example, with my F here, I'm going to go up, in other words, to the right on the keyboard, to A minor there, D minor, B flat. I'm going to keep going up. And so on. I could come down, you can mix it around, do what you like. Now there is one little piece of advice, and this is a rule, but it's a rule that can be broken, but it's good to avoid it. Here is the rule. Don't play two chords next to each other that are both in their root position. If I'm playing my first two chords, F and A minor, I should try not to do F in its root position, followed by A minor in its root position. There are many rules, traditional rules in music composition and performance, dating back in some cases hundreds of years. And this is one of them, and it's about consecutive fifths. You don't need to know the details any more than that. It's a thing that you should try to avoid doing. In practice, it means when you're choosing which chords to use, try to avoid using two root position chords next to each other. Sometimes you do, and it's really okay. No one's going to arrest you for it, but it's better if you avoid it. The easiest thing as you're getting to know chords is, of course, is to play them in the root position, but try, to push yourself, try to get to know them in the different inversions. And the more you play and the more you try to play different shapes, the more you will get to know. And in time, you will be familiar with lots of different possible ways of playing lots of different chords. There are more complex chords, and I will return to them at a later stage. But for now, hopefully, you now have the equipment to play any major or minor chord on any of the 12 different notes that there are, and in any of 3 different inversions. That's a total of 72 different chords if you want to do the maths, and that's pretty good. So there you go. I hope that all makes sense, and I'll be back with more details of some complex chords, which are all variations on these major and minor chords. It's adding extra things on top of those. If you've got the hang of this, then the rest is not too difficult to add that to your knowledge. All right, have fun, stay safe, see you soon.